Well, every other day, we get to know how much Mikel Arteta has gone ahead to conceal the heart of Declan Rice from not thinking about joining any other club apart from Arsenal. And today we are having one of the very close accounts coming in from West Ham, revealing to us that finally City contacted West Ham on signing Declan Rice, but Declan Rice has told them that I want to go to Arsenal, and that's why City have not gone ahead to put in their bid. Welcome to this channel. Third video of the day. Smash the like button, comment and share. I'm liking the response coming in from you, especially the likes, the views and the subscribers. So let's continue subscribing to this channel to see that by the end of this month we have hit 15,000 subscribers, right? And let's give ourselves bragging rights, right? You know, if I told you a viewer of Rokani Media Food, we're going to say, all right, for us we hit 15,000 subscribers. That's a bragging right, because this is a collective effort. It's not a single effort, you know? We are achieving this as a team, not as an individual effort. Then we are talking about Gerard Bowen is another one that we're going to discuss about into this, as he's looking forward to really making his move from one London team to another, meaning that West Ham might be really leaning towards losing another player to another London side. And obviously Nicolas undergoing his medical today to become a player of Chelsea in there for you. So allow me start it off with this Declan Rice story coming in from the West Ham accounts. This was the ex-employee at West Ham. He has his eyes on the walls of West Ham. You can call him the fly on the wall. He has told us that we can confirm that Man City held talks with West Ham over the sale of Declan Rice, but did not lodge an official bid. It was made very clear that Declan Rice really favors a move to Arsenal over the two teams. The main factor is Arteta. You now know. I've told you that whatever Arteta told Declan Rice when he was really pursuing him to come to Arsenal, obviously was really huge. However much City are decorated with a treble, Declan Rice doesn't want to know. He's looking at going ahead to really create history with Arsenal. And I really understand what Declan Rice is going through, because if you are a very innovative player, you wouldn't like to go to City. Do you know why? You won't go down in history that you're gonna hate to do something great for them. But for Arsenal, they've taken 2 decades without winning a Premier League trophy, and they might be a Declan Rice away from winning that trophy. And if at all they happen to lift it next season, Declan Rice will be one of the factors that everyone will hint about that. Maybe it was a Declan Rice that came in through for Partey that really changed the situation for Arsenal, and Arsenal found themselves in a situation of really lifting the trophy, because when they had Partey, they never lifted it. He's here, he's lifting it, and it looks like he might be a person who wants to rewrite the history of Arsenal again, from the Invisibles to a side that is going to win the treble, because they last won a trophy in 2003, that is the Premier League trophy, and they were really the Invisibles and unbeaten in there for you. So I think Declan Rice is looking at this transfer in that angle, and he doesn't want to settle for the match that City have gone ahead to go ahead and really create. He wants to settle for the less that Mikel Arteta has gone ahead to really build at Arsenal, and obviously offer or add more to what Arteta is really getting as a manager, because Arteta went ahead and really gotten to know that the problem he lacked in his team was all about the intensity, especially into that midfield, that he was overrun in certain games because he lacked what we call the intensity and physicality into that game. I'm not talking about intensity that doesn't last for 90 minutes. I'm talking about relentless intensity that is unceasing, right? So that is something that you should know about this deal of a player known as Declan Rice to Man City. Sorry, to Arsenal. So Arteta is a big factor. For the past 5 months, he has been talking to Declan Rice. You've seen them hugging every after a game. The last game they drew 2-2 at the London Stadium. Do you know what happened? I saw Martin Odegaard offering a shirt to Declan Rice, meaning that there is a bond that Arteta's going to have to build around Declan Rice by using his Arsenal players, and they are surrounding him. When you look at the English national team, he has Ben White, he has Bukayo Saka, he has Aaron Ramsdale, and then he gave the captain a chance to offer him a shot, and I think they are now best friends with Odegaard. So he weighs through Declan Rice, going to Man City and going to Arsenal. I rather go to Arsenal because I'm going to be playing regularly, and I'm going to be playing to a position that I really enjoy, that is the CDM position. But you cannot tell me that Declan Rice is going to go to Man City and dislodge Rodri, because Rodri is one of the best CDMs in the world, and Declan Rice is just trying to really get himself with the top level. So there is no way he's going to find himself at Man City dislodging Rodri. But at Arsenal, space has already been created for him that even Arsenal want to sell Thomas Partey and Granit Xhaka to suit it, that they create space for the arrival of Declan Rice. And I think the most team that's respecting Declan Rice's arrival a lot is none other than Arsenal, and that's why he's sold on an idea to coming and playing this side. Now we are having Khaled and Higgs. He's on the West Ham website. He said West Ham have admitted for the first time that Manchester City have definitely come in for Declan Rice. However, it seems the player is looking certain to snap any move to the Etihad in favor of crossing to London to Arsenal. So he wants to go to London. And let no one lie to you that City have gone ahead to really get a goal from Declan Rice. And I really understand that the more we see City not making a bid, the more we understand that they've failed to get what we call green light from Declan Rice's camp. However much City tried, but Declan Rice has told them that I want to go to Arsenal. And the City bid will only come in through if at all Declan Rice changes his mind. That is it. But if at all Declan Rice doesn't change his mind, trust me, nothing is going to happen. He is going to Arsenal, and West Ham know it, and obviously Arsenal are preparing their third bid for Declan Rice, and it might arrive either today or tomorrow or Monday. And in those 3 days, I think that deal of Declan Rice is going to be over the line, and that's what Arsenal fans are really happy for and praying to get as next week's gift, because for Kai Havertz, done and dusted. This week's gift has been really revealed and really offered at Arsenal. It has been delivered, but they're really wanting to get their priority signing, that is Declan Rice, over the line. That is all about Declan Rice. But let's talk about another player of West Ham that plays with Declan Rice in the same team. That is Gerard Bowen, 26 years of age, and there is a London team that needs him. And we've been told by The Athletic that Tottenham are targeting Gerard Bowen as an alternative to Harvey Barnes. However, there is an acceptancy a move would be difficult because West Ham aren't willing to sell. Now, Gerard Bowen, Harvey Barnes, I think when I'm having Kulusevski, right, I need someone to deputize him, and Gerard Bowen can come in and obviously get the job done. But for Harvey Barnes, he's producing ridiculous numbers at Leicester. So you look at a player like Harvey Barnes at a struggling Leicester City side, putting in such numbers, and you really get a dilemma on who should be coming in at Tottenham Hotspur. But one point I've noted is the manager of Tottenham Hotspur, the new manager, Postecoglou, is so much inclined onto English players. Maddison, Harvey Barnes, Gerard Bowen, so Ward-Prowse. He wants English players a lot at his team. And I think him being Scottish, I understand that he really loves to really get in local players. The same thing with Sir Alex Ferguson, that he would go in for English players that are really average, and then get in quality players coming from the other side, and obviously build up a team that went ahead to beat very many teams. But for Gerard Bowen, I think at West Ham, he might not want to be leaving the team. Why? He believes they've won a trophy, Conference League, they're going to be playing the UEFA Europa League, and he believes that David Moyes is one of those managers who are going to head to really give him the best of his performances at the club, and he's doing the needful. I think if Tottenham Spurs were playing in the Champions League, it would have been a different situation altogether. Gerard Bowen would have found himself in a situation of allowing to really go ahead and play for Tottenham Hotspur. But Tottenham Hotspur are nowhere near the UEFA Europa League or the Champions League. I think they're going to play in the Conference League. He might not find himself go that side, and West Ham might be really what we call lodging a very huge asking price onto the head of Gerard Bowen, close to 50 or 60 million pounds, something that Spurs might not be willing to offer to the West Ham side. So as it stands, looks like it looks like Gerard Bowen is one of those that is being chased by the side of Tottenham Hotspur, but they are not willing to cash in for a lot of money. But they've brought in Kulusevski, they want James Maddison, and very many other players that have been linked to Spurs. So they're also in for Tapsoba, very good right-sided centre-back that Postecoglou wants to build on his central defense alongside Christian Romero, as they might not be willing to to buy Lenglet, the Barcelona forward, on a permanent. So that is it for Gerard Bowen, but I would advise him that you stay at West Ham. And see how things really go on. And then lastly, there is this Senegalese player that plays for Villarreal, and he's known as Nicolas Jackson, who will complete his medical tests in London over the weekend, then sign a very long contract as a Chelsea player, more than 6 to 5 years. Chelsea will pay 36 to 37 million euros, but installments are allowed. Now, when you look at Chelsea, they never wanted to really sell Kai Havertz before they get his replacement over the line. And after agreeing a deal with the Real, it was easy for them to really get in Nicolas and then sell Kai Havertz. And it looks like he's a replacement of Kai Havertz, and it's a player scouted by Mauricio Pochettino at the moment. So he's going to undergo his medical down in London, and I think by next week Chelsea will be done with everything, and his unveiling will be imminent from today after he passes his medical. So guys, your thoughts on to Declan Rice favoring Arsenal move over City are welcome in the comment section below, as Mikel Arteta is the major factor in all this. He's making it hard for Pep Guardiola to convince Declan Rice to come on and really join Man City. What do you make about that? And then Gerard Bowen to Spurs. Spurs are really interested in him. And lastly, what do you make about what do you make about Nicolas undergoing his medical in London to become the newly signed Chelsea player, as he comes in through as a Kai Havertz replacement at Chelsea? I sign out for now. See you later. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living true God protect you abundantly. I'm out. Bye-bye.